Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. I've been sick, y'all. I've been in the house. I haven't really been in the salon in a while. I am recovering. I got my hair braided blue. I had surgery. It's been a while. It's been a lot of stuff going on, but on the happy side, I'm back to the salon. I'll start working next week. And before I start working, I wanted to get back and maybe shoot out a few videos. I have a video that I'm going to edit that I did some bright colors on somebody's hair that I can put up. But today's video, I wanted to talk about direct dye removers. I do some direct dye colors, which is the semi-permanent colors, the bright colors that we all like, you know, the blues and stuff like that, like the blue in my hair. And sometimes I use some removers and I like and I hate. Most of these manufacturers say they are not bleached, but they have bleach components. Like when you really look up what's in there, the ingredients, it's bleach. So we're just not gonna deny that fact. I've used Color Code, which I have a video that I'll link down in the description. I've used Piranha has a remover that I've used. Joico Eraser, I've used Bleach Bass to remove direct dye colors, but there's a few of them that I haven't tried that I wanted to try out. So let me show you the ones that today I will be trying on some hair that I've already colored. I'll show you the hair in a bit too. So the first one that I'm going to try today is, let me show you guys. Scruples has this remover, it says direct dye removers called Urban Shock. I have a group in Facebook that I follow, and a lot of people recommend this to remove all your direct dyes. So I'm going to be trying that. I'm not necessarily sure if it's going to do because I've never used it. So I'm doing this and learning as you guys, and I like to learn that way. I'm learning something new and you guys are learning something new. So our first one that we're going to be trying is the Scruples Urban Shock. I've looked up a few videos on YouTube and people liked it too, so we'll see. My next one is Pulp Riot Blank Canvas. Now, a lot of us salon professionals, we like Pulp Riot because it's a longer lasting direct dye, and a lot of people who do a lot of stylists who do a lot of direct dye coloring usually like using Pulp Riot. I've used a couple of them, but not a whole lot. But their remover was also recommended in my group to remove direct dye, so I will be trying that. Good old Malibu Professional Ddl. A lot of people like this too. They say it does not lift the hair, it just removes the color. It says direct dye lifter, so I will be using that too to see. Oh, actually it matches my hair. But anyways, I'll be using this also to see if it's going to remove the colors that I have. And I kind of wanted to put a little bit of spice in this video. And on the regular basis, I will probably not use this because I tell my clients not to go to Sally's and buy this. But since I do these type of videos where I want to learn and I've never really used it before, I'm going to bring out the good old color. Oops, don't judge me, y'all. All y'all professionals that's on here, don't judge me. I think that it was going to be nice to know what this does. Now the interesting thing about this is that it says that it removes permanent and semi-permanent colors, so it kind of removes color, oxidative color, and also removes semi-permanent colors, these direct dyes. I'm curious to see what it would do. I've seen a lot of videos. I've seen some clients come with their hair super orange like this lady in the video, and I'm just curious to see if it will equivalently take out the color like the other professional removers that I just showed. So I showed you 3, and this is the one just to spice it up, just to see what's going to happen. So I think it should be interesting. Stay tuned. I'm going to probably put the instructions of how I mix everything somewhere in the screen or maybe even in the description so that you can follow me. I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna come back. Let's get this experiment going. You know, this is how we do it. Start off with level 9 hair, and then I colored it with colored pieces of this level 9 hair, which is 6, maybe you could call it 613 hair. I colored it with blue, yellow, purple, red, and green. So these are the colors I'm going to try to remove with the various color removers that I have. Mind you, these are all semi-permanent colors. They are not permanent. They rinse out as you wash your hair on the basis, on a daily basis or weekly basis, or whenever you wash your hair, when you apply these bright colors in your hair. And so let's see what happens when we try to remove them. Our goal is for it to remove it as close as possible to the 613 hair, or lighten it up so that we can apply another color or maybe possibly go blonde again. So let's see what these color removers do. Okay folks, so this is the Scruples Urban Shock. Get close to the camera. Urban Shock. And also with the directions for this one, I've mixed it up here. It's 1-to-1 ratio of the powder. It comes in a powder form, and this is water. So it's equal parts. I've mixed it up. I'm going to apply. This processing time is 30 minutes. So let me apply. And let's see what happens with this one. Alright. A lot of people like this particular one on Facebook, so I wanted to try it out for myself and for you guys. So applying it really quickly, and then we can go from there. Alright, I'm going to let this process for 30 minutes and I'll be back to show you. My timer is here. Hit start. And then we see what happens. Okay guys, this is the color Oops. This is applicator bottle 2. Wait, this is 2 and this is applicator bottle 1. 1 and 2. They say to mix equal parts, which I have in here. I'm going to pour it in here and I'm going to mix it up. I've read reviews that it kind of stinks, but I'm going to apply to all these colors and see what happens if it removes it, right? I know y'all love these experiments and I do too. So let's do it. I'm trying to hurry up so it doesn't. I'm applying to every color. So let's see what happens. Using the same brush because it's the same thing for all the different colors. Trying to hurry up too. The yellow. And that's the blue. I have my timer here set to, the instruction says to do it for 20 minutes. So I have my timer set to 20 minutes. And the timer is going to start in a bit. Setting up my timer to start. And I'll come back after 20 minutes and see what it does. So this is the Malibu Ddl direct dye lifter. Close the camera. There you go. So I've mixed it up. It says to mix equal parts with either 10 volume developer or 20. And for a much gentler lift, you can use water to remove the greens and the blues. I use 10 volume developer because I kind of wanted a little bit of power. So since I'm doing this quickly, processing time for this is supposed to be 45 up to 45 minutes. So I'm gonna allow it to sit on here for the full 45 minutes and see what happens. It's very thick in consistency. I mixed a whole lot, but this is, like I said, 10 volume developer. Oh no! Did I drop it? Felt like I dropped it, but I didn't. It's so thick though. There you go. Thought I dropped it, but I didn't. It would have been disastrous. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna let this process for up to about 45 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and then we'll see what removed. Alright guys, so we are gonna do Pulp Riot blank canvas next. Okay, close to the camera. Blank canvas. Whoop, fell. The mixing ratio for this is set 1:3. So, and you can either use 6, 10, or 20 volume. I use 10 volume. I want a little bit more lift and speed. This thing fell. Yes, it says 1:3 ratio. So that's what I did. Mixed it up. I'm going to quickly apply, and it's for processing time of 30 minutes. So I'm going to let it process for 30 minutes for this one and see what happens. Mind you, I'm turning these things around to get the back to. I may have not showed that in the other applications, but yeah, I'm turning the underside to make sure that it's all the way saturated, and we're getting in there. So this is the last remover that I have. We'll let it process, and then we can sit down and talk and figure out which one did the best, which one worked on what color. It's nice to know that when you are approached with a scenario at the salon, people come in with colors and you kind of already know what remover would work for what situation. So I'll let this process for the full 30 minutes, and I'll rinse out, and then we can chat about which one worked best on which color. Right. These are the swatches for Scruples Urban Shock. So now for the breakdowns. I guess I might be coming off as judgy just because I like to use professional products. So now I'm moving on to the professional stuff, which the first one is the Scruples Urban Shock. Now, the green kind of looked like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what the green looked like. But the green just didn't look that great. Did not remove as much. It's more like an aqua color now, the green. The red did not budge at all. Like, absolutely not. Red is still there. And the color that it removed was also completely removed was the violet right here. There's no violet on here, no purple, no violet. The yellow and the blue also did not budge. So for Scruples, the only color that it worked for was the purple color, the violet color. Everything else, let me get the violet color so you can see kind of what it looked like again. This is the original purple color, and this is what it kind of removed it to. So this is the only color that budged for the Scruples Urban Shock. Now, the directions had said to remix it with water only. I don't know if anybody uses developer to remove that. I'm not sure, since it's also my first time using it. So if you've used Urban Shock, tell me about it, because this is the only color that budged. These are the swatches for Color Oops. I put the original color right next to it so you can see what the colors look like before we applied the removers. For Color Oops, the green and the yellow did not budge at all. Look at it closely on the screen. I know y'all don't like me doing that, but I put it also on a white background so you all can see that. The green and the yellow did not budge at all. This is the red. Absolutely, like, let me find the red. Absolutely no red left. So I've seen on YouTube a lot of people use Color Oops remove red. I guess it makes sense. It completely erased the red, so there's no red left over. And then for the purple violet one and the blue one, it lightened it up a little bit. So this is the blue. Look at that. Very light, right? This is the blue. So it lightened up the blue. Blue is a kind of hard color to remove, so it was interesting that it helped remove the blue up, but then didn't budge with the green. Interesting. And then also with the purple color. See that? It kind of lightened it up a little bit. So I don't use Color Oops, but it seems like the red worked really well with that. And also, if you were trying to fight blue, maybe it will help lighten up the blue. These are the swatches for Malibu Ddl. For Malibu Ddl, the green, I guess it removed a little bit, but then it turned it into like also like an aquamarine color too. So slightly lighter. Let me get the green. You see the original green, and look at what it looks like now. So like an aquamarine color, and this is the original green. This is the aquamarine color, right? So this is what the green looks like. The red did not budge at all. Now the violet color, once again with Malibu Ddl, it went back to blonde pretty much. So this is the only color that budged in the Malibu Ddl direct eye lifter. Purple or violet to blonde. The yellow did not budge at all, and the blue did not budge at all. The blue just stayed blue. Matches my hair. But yeah, for the Malibu you had mixed it with water for a much more gentle lift. 10 or 20 volume, I think the instructions said. I used 10 volume. I used a little bit of water and I used 10 volume. I wonder if I had done 20 volume instead, anything would have changed in how it lifted. I see that there was a little bit of a color removal in the green color, but it wasn't that substantial. But then even with the smallest lift that I did with the purple, it went all the way back to blonde. So I'm not sure if you use Malibu direct eye lifter. You tell me how you use it in the description. No, in the comments, not in the description, in the comments. For all I know now, it just works for the purple violet color, and that's about it. These are the swatches for Pulp Riot blank canvas. So my final one is the Pulp Riot blank canvas. A lot of people like this one. I found this one on Facebook. Everybody likes it. And of course, Pulp Riot has very long lasting direct dyes that when you apply to the hair lasts quite a bit longer than some of the other ones out here in the streets and the markets. Salon Centric Cosmoprof. For the green, look at that. Now, I was trying to figure out if I didn't do a good enough of a saturation. That's why I still have some of these green in here, because towards the bottom, it looks a little bit more, the color was going back to blonde. Now, this is the original green, and this is kind of what happened when I saturated with 10 volume of developer for the Pulp Riot blank canvas. So it did something. It didn't remove everything, but it worked on the green now. All the swatches that I've done before, you notice that nothing happened with the green. Green is a very hard color. Green is like a color that's kind of hard to remove in people's hair. So this did something, and I wonder if I had used 20 volume instead, if it would have budged all the way and not left any residues of green in here. So this is the original green, and this is the green for Pulp Riot blank canvas. What I was surprised about was that even though it worked really well with the green, the red did not budge at all. The red just stayed red. It did not remove anything. So that was interesting. The purple violet, so I'm beginning to assume that purple might be the most easiest color to remove, because all the purple went away. All the purple also went away for blank canvas. It removed it, went right back to blonde. And the color that I was surprised about, because a lot of them it didn't budge, yellow. Now the yellow has a still tint of yellow in it. Let me get the original yellow. Look at the original yellow, and look at kind of how light it got, and it's going almost right back to blonde. Again, I wonder if I'd used 20 volume to give it a little bit more push and momentum, it would have gone all the way back to blonde. But the yellow worked really well with blank canvas. I mean, in terms of removing the yellow. So that was nice, because all the other ones didn't work on the yellow. So this is the blue. The blue, right? This is the original blue. Get closer. And this is the blue. Now again, I still had that uneven saturation where it seems like it was working on the blue, but then it didn't work all the way through the blue. So it did something, but not all the way. It kind of worked on the blue. And also, since I'm yet to kind of completely use these on clients, on some of my clients, I don't know how many times that you can do these removals. I'm assuming maybe once or twice, depending on the strength of the hair. So I guess that if I was trying to remove blue with this, I would maybe, if the hair was strong enough, maybe do it twice to try to remove the blue. So that's blank canvas for you. So I guess I'm gonna do a nice quick summary, and I'm just gonna sign off, because this has been quite a long of a video. But I think going into it, I was looking for something that was kind of like going to work for every single one of them, but it just didn't seem so. Some of the removers work for some colors, but it didn't, and it seems like that with direct dyes. And so people who have the rainbow colors usually struggle with trying to remove some colors but can't remove some other colors. So this was interesting. Was there a winner? I'm not necessarily sure. Which I think Pulp Riot blank canvas did a good job in at least lightening about 4 of the hairs, and just didn't budge with the red. I think that purple was the easiest color to remove in most of these swatches. The purple either completely went away or it lightened it up enough. So purple is very easy to remove. Red was very hard to remove in all of them, but Color Oops completely removed the red, which is like a ding 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 in my head now, like, whoa, okay, because red is sometimes very hard to remove in people's hair. So I guess in summary, I will put together like a little, maybe a document or a sheet in here which color remover removed what color, so that you can get an idea if you are in a salon or you're trying to remove color at home or whatever. You kind of like know based on this video what removed what. Another thing that I guess I brought up again is that I used 10 volume in the two, I think Malibu DDL, Malibu C DDL, and then Pulp Blank Canvas. I use developers for those, and I use 10 volume. And so if I use 20 volume in trying to process, maybe the swatches or the hair will get a little bit more power or lift. Also, I guess when you're doing human hair, you can put a plastic cap on it to give it a little bit of heat so that it can kind of work its way in there and remove the color. So other factors that I guess matter when you're doing real hair versus swatches. But since I wanted once again to learn and use something new, it was nice that I was able to do with you guys, so I can get what you guys think and also learn something. Thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure coming back and doing some of these things that I like doing and you guys like watching me do. Comment below, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, and let's go into this new year with lots and lots of ideas and new things that we can learn together. Until next time, sign off, and I'll see you guys again. Peace out.